Are you ready to meditate? Let's start by giving yourself a hug. When's the last time you gave yourself a hug? Look at you. You're already showing yourself love. And while you're at it, maybe give yourself a compliment. A compliment no one has ever given you, but that you've always wanted to hear. A compliment only you could give yourself. And as you do that, I want you to drop your head forward, placing your chin toward your chest. And if you can, keeping your eyes open, roll them up as though you're looking at a spot on the ceiling. Perhaps it feels a little difficult, but keep your eyes pointed up. Now take a deep breath. Fill your lungs all the way up and pause for a few seconds as you continue to look up before exhaling slowly. And with that exhale, feel a wave of relaxation all the way through your body from head to toe. Let's do it again. Take a deep breath. Hold it. Exhale slowly. And as you continue to look up and feel your eyes becoming heavy, allow your eyelids to grow heavy and close down now. And exhale slowly. And as you breathe out, feel your body relax in a long, slow wave from your head to your toes. Let that wave move through every single muscle fiber. And every time you exhale, I want you to feel a wave. That wave is going to be stronger and relax you deeper. And the deeper you go, the better it will feel. So take another deep breath in. Hold it. And exhale, feeling that deep, relaxing wave of energy. Now notice your eyelids may be closed and your eyelids are relaxed. Take that relaxation and relax all the little muscles around your eyes until those muscles are so completely relaxed that you know with confidence that even if you try to open them, they're simply so relaxed that they just won't open. So if you were to try to open them, it's as if they're shut down like a computer, or they're powered off like a TV. And when you know that they're so relaxed that they just won't open, you can go ahead and try to open them, and you'll find they won't open. That's right, you're doing great. Good. Now you can stop trying and feel another wave of relaxation as you let go and relax even deeper. And now feel that relaxation spread from your eyes to your head and from your head down to your neck, to your arms and your fingers. Feel that relaxation in your torso, down to all the muscles in your legs and your ankles and your feet. Feel relaxation spread to every muscle of your body. And as you sit comfortably, I want you for a moment to focus on your breathing. I want you to pretend and imagine that you're breathing in calmness and breathing out tension. And as you continue to breathe like this, just focus on your body. And if you notice any last tension anywhere, simply let it go as you exhale. And as you do that, you may become more aware of the ideas and images that drift into your mind almost automatically. Just let those thoughts pass and come back to the present moment. And allow yourself to drift down deeper and deeper into that feeling of relaxation. Allow yourself to drift deeper and deeper and imagine that it's all happening automatically and all by itself as you listen to the sound of my voice. And now I want you to imagine that you're standing at the edge of a lush garden filled with every single type of bloom. Roses, tulips, wildflowers, any flower you can think of, all flourishing in their own unique way. No two blossoms are the same, yet each one contributes a burst of color and fragrance that makes the whole garden come alive. I want you to spend some time enjoying the garden. Perhaps you see a bench and take a seat, and realize that your inner self is like one of those flowers, inherently vibrant, deserving of sunlight and water and gentle care. And as you nurture and celebrate your own blossom, you also bring beauty and warmth to the entire garden around you, reminding yourself that each individual bloom is crucial to the shared bouquet of love and connection. And that reminds me of a story I've heard, or perhaps it's just a memory I have about a hidden garden in a gentle sunlit valley. People say that those who wander there discover flowers of every possible color, shape, and fragrance. Each blossom seems to have its own way of swaying in the breeze, as though whispering a soft and welcoming hello. And there's a winding path that gently guides you among the blooms. Some are in full, radiant bloom, while others are still small buds, waiting for the perfect moment to open up. It's interesting how each flower seems to know exactly when and how to open up to the sunlight. And as you stroll along, you might notice that one particular blossom catches your eye, a color or a shape that resonates in a special way, perhaps. It might remind you of a warm memory, or possibly suggest the new possibility for self-discovery, as any soft feelings of care or comfort settle gently inside. And perhaps every blossom could be seen as a reflection of a quality within yourself: self-kindness, resilience, compassion, the ability to forgive, or even the readiness to accept love. It's as though these blossoms are quietly reminding you that each aspect of who you are is worthy of gentle nurturing, just as a gardener might lovingly water, weed, and protect each plant, trusting it to flourish in its own time. Perhaps you can imagine taking a small seed from one of these blossoms and tucking it gently into your pocket, or maybe simply holding it in your mind. In that quiet way, you can bring a bit of this garden with you wherever you go, knowing that a seed of self-love once planted can grow and bloom in any season, under any circumstance, if you allow it the space and care it needs. And whether you choose to linger here in the garden for a little bit longer, or gently find your way back along the path, it can be comforting to know that you can return anytime. These blossoms are always here, patiently waiting, to remind you of your own capacity for kindness, warmth, and the gentle unfolding of self-love. And now I invite you to allow yourself to have the experience of drifting gently out of your body. Imagine a beautiful ball of light forming in your chest, and you are in this ball of light. Let it lift you up out of your body, floating comfortably and safely above your head. Get the sense that you're drifting up now. And as you drift upward, find yourself rising higher and higher. And get the sense that you are high up, glancing down at the vast, vibrant garden spread out below. Each blossom seems to glow softly, as if lit from within. Continue soaring up above this garden, going farther and farther upward. And allow yourself to let all earthly worries and expectations fall away, as though carried off in the breeze. Notice how good it feels to be so light and free, with no one asking anything of you, no obligations tethering you down. In your mind's eye, look down and notice how the petals seem to catch the light. Maybe they look sparkling almost. And as you look down across the garden, you may notice one blossom in particular that stands out, a flower that draws your attention. Allow yourself to focus on it. In the soft radiance, watch it as this bloom begins to transform, revealing a familiar, loving presence, like that of an ancestor or a cherished guide. And now you look to realize that each blossom in this garden has transformed into an ancestor, a dear friend, or a source of love and support. See their faces and see their smiles. They're all here for you, cheering you on, sending you warmth and encouragement. And notice how deeply reassuring it feels to be in their presence, and how strong you've become knowing that they're here. Take another deep breath in and breathe in this sense of connection, letting it fill you with confidence and self-love. Recognize that this radiant garden, alive with blossoms of support, exists within you and around you, always, and is accessible whenever you wish to return. And now, with the support of those who came before, you might begin to notice a soft breeze of reassurance flowing through this garden. Each blossom, each ancestral presence seems to hold a gentle understanding. It's as though they're silently saying, "We know what it means to carry burdens, and we also know what it means to let them go." Perhaps as you look down among these blossoms, you can sense that it's finally safe to release any identity that's rooted in not enoughness, scarcity, judgment, or comparison. And as you gaze at the garden, those old beliefs start to fall away, almost automatically, almost like petals drifting gently to the ground. You may discover that the very air around you becomes lighter as you realize your worth is not tied to being too old or too young, too big or too small, too rich or too poor, that these are only stories once believed. And now, in this moment, you can choose to let them dissolve, returning to the earth. One by one, you can sense each outdated program or limitation lifting from your being. You might find comfort whispering internally or aloud some of the beliefs that you are ready to release, allowing them to gently fade into the warm breeze and fall to the ground as petals. I release the belief that marriage, motherhood, or womanhood must be miserable. I release the belief that love must be earned through sacrifice or suffering. I release the belief that I must prove my worth to deserve love. I release the belief that love is a battlefield and not a sanctuary. I release the belief that generational trauma must define my relationships. I release the belief that asking for help and love is a sign of weakness. I release the belief that being independent means being alone. I release the belief that true love is rare or impossible to sustain. I release the belief that expressing my needs makes me unlovable. I release the belief that struggle is necessary for love to be real. I release the belief that love is only for other people and not for me. With each release, notice how a gentle warmth takes its place. An open space where the truth of who you are can now flourish. Perhaps you feel a quiet relief in your chest, or a comforting warmth that spreads gently through your body. This is how your unconscious mind can signal that it's ready to let go of the burdens that do not need to be carried any longer. You might feel a new, vibrant lightness, as though your shoulders have softened and your heart has room to expand. And in that new open space in your heart, allow fresh awareness to blossom. I can live life in my true self. I am an expression of divinity, unique and perfect in every way. I can love myself, know myself, and express myself from a place of confidence, clarity, self-respect, and deep self-worth. I know what it feels like to be accepted and to trust my intuition. I know what it feels like to be completely respected. I know what it feels like to have compassion for myself. I know what it feels like to allow myself to have love and allow someone to love me. I release myself from the commitment of past relationships in the highest and best way. I know what it feels like to live my daily life with love, and I know my most compatible someone is out there. I know what love is. And now, get the sense that the ancestors are smiling. The blossoms are swaying in approval as you embrace the understanding that you are beautiful, powerful, and aligned with your deepest worth. You might sense a tangible kind of freedom within you, a quiet certainty that your behaviors and words now reflect who you truly are. And so, perhaps you can imagine that this transformation settles gently into every cell of your being, like warm sunlight touching each petal. And with each breath, you integrate this renewed sense of self, knowing you can carry it with you long after you leave this garden. Take a deep breath in. hold it. And exhale. And now I want you to imagine that the chair you're sitting in is a time machine, just for a moment. And with it, you can drift back through your life as though time doesn't exist, to a moment when you felt completely loved, a time when you radiated self-love effortlessly, a time when you fully embraced yourself exactly as you were and felt the pure, undeniable warmth of love from within. So, in just a moment, I'm going to snap my fingers, and as you hear that snap, the chair will be pulled back through time faster than you can imagine, carrying you gently to that younger version of who you were when you experienced that powerful feeling of self-love. You'll go back taking with you all the understanding and strength you have now. So get ready, because once I snap my fingers, you'll get the sense that your chair is traveling back in time beyond ordinary limits. And I want you to be brave about this. That's right, feeling this shift as you go backwards so quickly, so effortlessly, returning to a specific moment in your life when self-love was undeniable. See that younger you, right there, on the brink of feeling that pure love. Step beside them, quietly, as though you're a compassionate guide. Invite that younger self to fully experience and remember what they felt when they were bathed in love from the inside out. And I want you to notice all the details. See what you saw then. Feel what you felt then. Look around. Was anyone with you? Look down. What were you wearing? Where were you? Whenever you're ready to restore and strengthen that same radiant self-love you had in that moment into your life today, I want you to tell that younger version of you anything they need to know. Perhaps you tell them about a wonderful future event that they can look forward to, something that they've done, that you've done, that would make them so proud. Or maybe offer them the encouragement you wish someone had given you then. And when the moment feels right, I want you to give them a hug and gently bring your younger you into yourself, allowing them to merge with you and merge with who you are today. Sense that beautiful, loving energy filling every cell, lighting you up, lifting you up, and reminding you that self-love has always been part of your essence. Now, drift back to the present, carrying this renewed feeling of self-love and confidence with you, allowing it to fill all the moments from then till now. Feel yourself returning gently to your body, back to your chair, free of the past limitations, perhaps keeping only the lessons and the love. You might find that this vibrant self-love, the same self-love you felt back then, is right here with you now and available whenever you choose to embrace it. Take another deep breath in and exhale. That's right, you're doing great. And before you drift up completely, I want you to use these last few moments, a short time that might seem like a long time. And in the coming days, you'll find yourself growing in strength and confidence, enjoying the lightness of being, knowing that something has shifted, something has lifted, and that you have all the resources you need to love yourself and to give and receive love to others. So use this time to reflect on any empowering thoughts, any empowering ideas or insights that you can take with you on your way to enjoying that freedom, free to be everything you can be. So in a moment, I'm going to count from 1 to 5, and on the count of 5, your eyes will open and you'll be back at full consciousness, wakeful alertness, everything back to normal in every way. It'll be like you've woken up from a wonderful night's sleep, but you'll understand that this has not been sleep. The next time you go to bed, you'll sleep wonderfully, better than you have in years, and you'll wake up feeling refreshed, revitalized, and completely brand new, ready for a great day ahead. So 1, feeling less relaxed now, every muscle, nerve, fiber coming back alive. 2, a surge of energy is pouring in through your fingers, toes, upper arms, legs, spine, top of the head. 3, take a deep breath. Fill your chest with energy-giving oxygen. It spreads to every muscle, nerve, and fiber. 4, take another deep breath as you feel your head being washed through with cool spring water and over your entire body, feeling refreshed and revitalized. And 5, opening your eyes wide awake back in the room.